Hi guys, Kier here from 50 Shades of Mom and welcome back to my channel. Today it is a cold and blistery day here in the Carolinas and I thought that was the perfect setup for my winter themed lunch inspiration video. So I'm forced to send Jake with lunch every day. Even though he's 12 and I'm sure he'd like to buy lunch with the rest of the kids on the lunch line, I have to send him his lunch because I need to know exactly how much and what he's eating. Jake has a condition called pituitary dwarfism, which means his liver doesn't make an enzyme called IGF. IGF stands for insulin growth factor, and that is a hormone generally released at night, and it signifies to the brain that it's time to grow. So being that Jake's body doesn't make that, he takes a supplemented shot every night before bed of human growth hormones. With that condition comes a pill box full of pills, and it also comes with a high caloric diet. So he needs to have a lot of fat and a lot of calories to help work with the hormones to support that kind of growth. So with that, sending Jake every day for the last 9 years of school with lunch, I'm running out of ideas. So I'm constantly looking for new things and new ways to send something exciting to Jake in his lunchbox. So today I wanted to do like a winter edition, show you guys some cool containers that you can send your kids in with, and then some really good insulated containers that will help during this time of the year get food that you can send to your child hot and have it still be hot when they sit down to eat lunch. So let me show you guys what I got and the containers that I got for you. Okay guys, so these are some of the containers that I have that I wanted to show you, various different brands and types for whatever may suit you and your family. This one is called a Yum Box. Both of a couple of my really close mom friends, they swear by this Yum Box, and I've never tried it, so I ordered it because ladies, you know, if your girlfriend swears by it, then you got to give it a shot. So they have these hard plastic containers that come in various different colors with a latch. And then this is the standard one that comes with the original Yum Box. Now you can see on the inside that it has this sealed silicone lid, and with the compartments, when the lid closes and locks, it literally keeps each compartment separate from one another. They don't recommend you put liquid in here, but you can do something like applesauce or yogurt or a dressing of some kind, and it's not going to leak into the other compartment. And because of that, it actually keeps everything really dry. So if you put something moist in here and then graham crackers right here, it doesn't even make the graham crackers soggy. So I have to say that for this container, for stuff like that, that really is awesome. It's pretty cute labeled. It says protein and grains, dairy, fruit, veggies, and then a smaller container for, you know, either a sweet treat like a few Hershey Kisses or some, you know, dressing of some kind. But when I got this, it just was a little too kiddish and a little too immature for Jake. I did order another clear insert because these inserts snap right out and you can put other inserts in. So I did order another clear tray, although the 6 compartments really are small. So like this is 4 mozzarella sticks that I will send sometimes with Jake, but I have to either break them apart or just put a few in each compartment because there's not a whole lot of room. And then this is the marinara sauce for him to dunk in. But again, I do use them for him, but this one not as often because it really isn't a whole lot of room for Jake. So then I went back and ordered the 4 compartment container, which did come with 2 of these lids. I only have one shown. Came with the green one as well, which I feel like is good because sometimes with leftovers or something, I can pack Jake his lunch the night before and I just slap the lid on it, and then in the morning I just take the lid off and snap it into the Yum Box and close it, because even though these look like 6, they're still individualized so and set up that you can use the 4 compartment container inside of this box. So this is just a Dave's 12 green bread with some chicken salad on here. Let me pull the sandwich out and show you the decals of this one on the bottom. So this one is not as kiddish It's pretty basic with just food words and food pictures on it. So this one I feel, you know, like it's not going to get Jake teased or anything at school. So this one I will send with him more often, but I really highly recommend these Yum boxes, especially if your kids like variety and you can get them to try, you know, a bunch of different things. These are the Sistema cups that I use for any kind of ranch. Sometimes Jake will take salt and pepper for his cucumbers and stuff like that. Sistema has a lot of great products. I don't think that they're very insulated, but they do have like a few sandwich compartment trays that keep things separate from the other compartments. So I do recommend Sistema, but more for these kind of containers than, you know, as opposed to something like this. This is a thermos brand, and inside of this is one of those Michelina frozen meals that I use for Jake all the time. This is spicy chicken Alfredo. I will heat this up in the microwave, and like I said, this is the thermos brand, and put this lid on it, and thermos says it'll stay warm in this container for up to 8 hours. But I have a little bit of a trick. So in this one, this is a newbie container. This one says it only keeps things warm for about 6 hours, but this one came in a larger container, which was better suited for Jake. This one's a little bit smaller and isn't as much food in this container as this one is. But you can see steam coming off of this, right? So I boiled hot tea water, and I put the tea water into the metal container, and I've been letting it sit here for the whole time that we're talking, okay? And then now I'm just gonna pour it out in here. And now this container is piping hot, okay? So if you're not gonna put liquid in there, I would recommend taking a paper towel and drying it out. If you're gonna put something like that pasta in there, or maybe if you wanted to pack these mozzarella sticks inside of there. But what you've done is you've activated the insulation in this cup, and now you've got the insulation inside of it piping hot. And now here I have some turkey soup that I made this weekend. This is the last of what's left, and Jake loves to take soup to school. So now I've gotten this piping hot as well. And I will pour this into the container, and it really just helps with keeping everything super, super, super hot. So now that both things were hot going into this container, now putting this lid on and staying in there, this is going to stay hot for him long after he has lunch. Jake is lucky. His school does have a microwave. I know a lot of schools don't have a microwave, but his does have one and gives him the ability to heat up his lunch if he wanted to. So sometimes in a squeeze, I will send his food in a Rubbermaid container, but if nobody has that privilege, then I definitely do recommend these. Thermos does an amazing job. They hold up to their name after all these years. I do like the newbie one, and they come in all sorts of colors and designs for you to bring your kid to school, and as I've spoke about, I do really recommend the Yum Box and the Sistema cups. Okay, stay tuned and let me show you some good food ideas. Alright guys, so I just have some random things pretty much just scattered out on my countertop, because as a rule of thumb, I like to pack Jake some kind of main course, so one of those soups, a pasta, a sandwich, and then he gets fruit. So he loves berries. We're out of strawberries, but we'll do blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. He will take a clementine. This is a peach that he'll take, and he also loves these applesauce pouches, and so does Mason. So for a younger child, this is also a really good addition for a fruit. And then I will send him with some kind of protein. So I have discussed this in a lot of my other videos, but if your child will eat cheese and nuts, these things are really, really, really good. They're 8 grams of protein in these, and literally it's just cheese and nuts, and it really is a good snack or protein addition to a lunchbox. I mean, even these, I can't talk highly more, about these. I've done and reviews on these in my other videos. I love them, but look at the protein count in this. 16 grams of protein versus some salami, cheese, and crackers. So I love to pack him one of these. Even these are perfect. They're just 2 little pieces of pepperoni wrapped in mozzarella or salami wrapped in mozzarella. So I like to send him with some kind of, protein pouch. Even these yogurts. Jake feels they're a little too kiddish. He doesn't like to bring them, but Mason loves these. So for a younger child, maybe packing a yogurt stick too. The yogurt sticks freeze. So by the time your kid eats them, they're good and defrosted and still cold. So I love the idea of a yogurt or some kind of cheese or nuts as a protein. And then I will give him some kind of chip. He likes pretzels, popcorn. I like to buy the veggie straws. These are the ranch ones. They prefer these ones over the regular ones, but they love the Pirate's Booty. I'll send, Jake or Mason with one of these, or just a regular bag of some kind of Cheetos or Doritos or something like that. He always takes a fruit snacks. I either buy Annie's or Black Forest puts out a gummy bear organic brand, so I'll buy those. So he always takes a gummy and then some kind of sweet treat. So Nature Valley has put out these chewy backpacker different kinds of snacks. They have a chocolate chip and a s'more. So Jake likes to take that, or maybe some kind of granola bar. He will take a couple of Oreos or some cookies, but I try and send more of a prepackaged item like a Swiss cake roll, or he really loves these. These are the Nutella and Go, the breadsticks, or the ones with the pretzel sticks in here. And then I try and get Jake to drink the organic juice boxes. I just can't get him to do it. For some reason, he just says they're a little too watered down, and he always suckers me into getting the Hi-C ones. But I like to do the organic ones for the younger ones. So this is what Mason drinks when we go out and he takes a juice box. And that's addition to Jake's water bottles. He has 2 large Contigo water bottles, which we can't talk enough about that brand either, and he brings those 2 large water bottles on top of 1 juice box. So that was it for my snack and side dish inspired ideas. I hoped you liked those containers and some of the ideas that we had in the video here for you today. If you are new to my channel, I do post 3 and 4 times a week. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, you can go ahead and do that now. Please hit that like button, comment down below if you have any suggestions or if you're interested in any of the information about these containers, and stay tuned for the tail end of this video. I'm just going to attach some of the random clips from the past couple of weeks of what I packed Jake for lunch. Bye guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, so for Jacob here today we have some spaghetti and meatballs. This is the Banquet spaghetti and meatballs here in the Tupperware. He has a Hi-C juice box, the orange lava burst, along with his water bottle, a clementine orange, a pack of the Annie's Sun Citrus fruit snacks, some Doritos, and some chocolate chip Entenmann's cookies. And that's what Jacob's having for lunch today. Okay, so this is what Jake is having for lunch today. In here I just have a quesadilla, just cheese. He doesn't like anything else in it but cheese. Just cut into 4 triangles and put like in a sandwich container for him. And he likes to take sour cream, so it's just a small Rubbermaid container with sour cream in there. There's 5 large cut up whole strawberries, and he likes to dip them in sugar. So there's another Rubbermaid container for sugar. And lemon iced tea, Sips juice box, cosmic brownie, a bag of Fritos chili cheese chips, which are his favorite, and this is the Annie's berry patch bunny fruit snacks. And this is what Jake is having for lunch today. Okay guys, so this is what Jacob is having for lunch today. Last night we had beef stroganoff, so this is the leftovers just in a Rubbermaid Tupperware, but I'm going to heat this up and then stick it in one of those insulated containers. Clementine, some popcorn, his Hi-C lava burst juice box, his Annie's, this is the tropical treat fruit snacks, and 4 of his double stuffed Oreo cookies. And he also has his water bottle. And that's what he's having for lunch today.